What's going on, everyone? This is Escape Radio, and I'm your host, Frankie Aki. It's Thursday, August 13th. Thank you very much for joining me on my first episode. I really appreciate it. The album for this week is Maybe We Could by Kllo, spelled K-L-L-O. Kllo is an Australian duo consisting of the singer Chloe Call, producer Simon Lamb, and these guys are cousins, so they're keeping it in the family. This is an album, it's electronic pop, that's what I would call it. You might call it something else, I call it electronic pop. It's an album that inspires stillness. You know, it requires stillness. Maybe you want to be chilling or going for a walk, just doing something very calm, listening to this. This is not the kind of electronic music you listen to while you're partying. This artist, you get the sense that this artist has gone through a real breakup or a real struggle, and she's kind of seeing that through. Maybe if you're going through something similar, this album will blunt the force of that. I guess it's an emotional journey, or it's sort of an exploration through an emotional world of a person, and it's about her ability to get on the other side of that. However, even though when you do get on the other side of a hurtful experience or a struggle, I guess there is a permanence to it. I guess there is a part of it that you can't get away from. It comes with you. You carry it with you. And I guess that's called life experience. Featured in this album is vocals, composition, melody. The lyrics, in my opinion, aren't the feature here. They're not really that important. This is really an album that's made for what you're going through rather than what the artist is going through. Her ability to communicate it to you is because she has experienced it as well. She's gone through a similar thing as well. But this is really about your pain. This is really about what's happening with you. It's about your emotional world. And the best music is like that. The best music is not about the artist. Art, when it's good, is not about the artist. It's about you, the recipient of that art. I hope you'll check this out. It's called Maybe We Could by Kllo. From what I understand, these two artists, they had a basement studio and someone opened a club right above them. And that's when they came up with this song, Crush. They're a duo as well. They go by the name of Club International. These guys are New York based, and I think this is their first single, if I'm not mistaken. It's melodic, it's almost dramatic, and sure to help you tune the voices in your head out, drown all that noise going on between your ears. Something I certainly need from time to time. It's a great summer tune. It's got that sound of summer. Right now, you know, you might consider summer 2020 a dead summer, but this song is about the consistency. This song is about that rhythm. This song is about that continuation, that continuity. Whatever we're going through right now can't stop us from continuing this heritage of just memorable summer music. There's a lot of wonderful variations with the synthesizer in this song. It's not a song that you get sick of too quickly. It's very catchy, and it's felt. I mean, I think the song captures a mood. It captures this mood that we're going through right now. There's a lot of pent-up feeling in all of us in this moment. We're just waiting for life to go back to what it was before. It's funny how we probably weren't too happy with things the way they were before, but relative to how they turned out over the past maybe 4 or 5 months, yeah, I mean, we all wish we can go back to, a better time. And in the middle of this dead summer, we have this song dropped, and I don't think too many of us know about it. I think we should. It's a song of the summer. So the duo here is John Etherly and Maxwell Kamens. I hope I'm saying that right. And Crush was released by Italians Do It Better. That's their label. That's the record company. Italians Do It Better. Check it out. I think you guys will like this song.
Hey, the dog took one of my chickens last night. I told you to keep him chained up.
No, you didn't.
How you gonna tell me no, he didn't? You take my rifle out next time I see that dog.
The film for this week is called Bull. It's directed by Annie Silverstein, starring Rob Morgan and Amber Havard. First few weeks of this podcast, I want to talk about some movies that came out earlier in the pandemic, some films that didn't get their due. They went unnoticed for obvious reasons, and Bull is one of them. Set in rural America, in one of these small towns, this one in Texas, that have been ravaged, devastated by drugs, by opioids, painkillers, heroin, and whatnot. And the story follows a hopeless young teenager named Chris, a girl. And there's no mother figure because her mother's in prison. There's no father figure. He's completely absent. And so this girl has to fend for herself, and she has to take care of her little sister. Her neighbor is this cowboy forced into retirement because he injured himself too many times in the big leagues of rodeo. They cross paths, but they meet, and they've sort of built this relationship, and it's at this critical moment in each of their lives where they both lack a sense of purpose. They lack a sense of self-worth. They don't really have anybody. They're both pretty lonely people. The loneliness is a real undercurrent. It's very understated, but it's certainly there. Through him, she finds her passion. She finds out that she actually cares about something. And there's a love, there's a curiosity, there's a fascination with something outside of her familiar environment that's just so depressing, that's so negative, that's so fruitless. And there's no hope in it. And she knows that. And she knows that because when she looks at her mother, she realizes what that life did to her mother. So she finds a sense of self-worth. She finds a sense of purpose. And, she has a father figure. There's the cowboy, who his name is Abe. He serves as a father figure to her. And it's something that she never had in her life. And had she had it sooner in her life, it would have been monumental. It would have been pivotal. But, even though she finds him a little late, it's better than never. And they're both at this critical time in their lives where we find her before her life begins. And with him after his career's over. And so it's interesting how these two interact, how they communicate, what they do for one another. And it's a father-daughter type relationship. And it's just real wholesome. It's very innocent. And it ends up being a very important relationship for both of them at these critical junctures in their lives. Bull's a great movie. I think you should check it out. I hope you like it.
Sorry I didn't ride.
Don't worry about it.
You're stubborn as all shit, girl. Like a goddamn flea. You get flicked off, you get back on.
Thanks again for joining me this week, everyone. I'm looking forward to this journey. I hope you'll come with me, and I'll talk to you guys next week.